Hello and welcome, my name is Clough, and today we're playing Detroit Become Human, a game that I quite honestly love to bits. I played this when it first came out on the PlayStation 4, and it has just come out on Steam, so I'm really happy to be playing through this again and sharing my experiences of this game with you guys. Now, I actually did play the first hour yesterday evening. I actually was recording as well. However, I realised that the desktop wasn't recording audio, and I realise it's doing that again now. So let's change that. Oopsie. There we go. You should be able to hear the audio now. That was completely my fault. I was such an idiot. Recorded the first hour. I was actually quite happy with the recording as well. It all went pretty smoothly, and I don't know. I was just happy with the content, and unfortunately, I couldn't use it because, well, it'd be a bit weird just listening to me and no audio. Right, let's go for it. I'm gonna try and. I do know what's going to happen. I have played this game previously, even before this, obviously, like I just said on the PlayStation before. However, I am going to try and keep the experience as fresh as possible in terms of my commentary and things like that. So, obviously, we have to save the fish. That's just a given. If I remember rightly, that's an Android fish. I should have probably looked at the description that came up there because it would have told me. In fact, I'm not sure. That's probably a lie because there was baby fish there.
Please, you gotta save my little girl. Wait. You're sending an android?
All right, ma'am.
Oh.
You can't do that.
I'm such a fool. In the last...
Why aren't you sending a real person?
Honestly, that is just a great visual depiction of the animosity felt towards androids in this world. It is quite... well, actually, I don't know whether you would consider it serendipitous of, current times, but the themes of this game are very much on the nose and can relate to the modern world that we're living in right now, even. Oh, I can't speak to him unless he walks over there.
Captain Allen, my name is Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife.
My name is Connor.
It's firing at everything that moves. It already shot down 2 of my men. We could easily get it, but they're on the edge of the balcony. If it falls, she falls.
I love the music in this game. I think it evokes such emotion.
Has it experienced an emotional shock recently?
I haven't got a clue. Does it matter?
I need information to determine the best approach.
Of course.
Do you know if it's been behaving strangely before this?
Listen, saving that kid is all that matters. So either you deal with this fucking android now, or I'll take care of it.
Jeez, Captain Allen, I understand it's a stressful situation, but I'm an android. I'm literally programmed to help. Let's have a look at the gun over here. Let's deduce what's happened. So we've got the model of the gun and the bullets. And we'll reconstruct what happened. I think these are some of the coolest parts. I don't know, I just like the idea. I think it's a cool gameplay mechanic. So he took the father's gun. Right. Let's go through here. Search the little girl's room. I do love the moral questions and ambiguity of a lot of the situations, and the fact that it's not all black and white in this game. I think it does do a great job handling these sort of, themes and things like that. I mean, again, it's very much on the nose with a lot of what it's trying to tell you. It's not exactly hidden in an allegory or anything like that, but I still think it's done really well. I think this game is definitely a product of its parts. I think there's definite criticism to be levied against parts of this game, for certain. It's definitely got some David Cage-isms as shared by some of the other Quantic Dream games. It's very eccentric at times and a bit odd, but I still think its parts, you know, come together to form such a great whole that it's easy to look past its mistakes. Let's see who we got here. John Phillips, the Phillips family. So he was shot 3 times, was it? Fatal. So that was the gunshot that did him in. If that one didn't kill him, I mean, it's not too likely that he would have come back from some of those injuries, even so. Shot him from behind, look at that. How creepy is that? What a reconstruction. Father was holding something. So we can try and see what he was holding. Ah, the tablet, yeah, of course. It's over there. I mean, I feel like he could have found that without the reconstruction, but oh well. I must admit, I love the cinematic qualities of this game. I think it does such a great job of just making one of these narrative choice consequence games feel like you're part of a film. I think it does such a great job of that. Oh shit. There's something else in here I believe I could interact with. I didn't see. I'm not sure. Oh well, moving on. Right, right. I like how Captain Allen's all the way back here. What about your men up there? Also, that guy's brave, standing exactly where that other guy just got shot. Imagine having a TV on your fridge.
The SWAT team are preparing for an assault, and it's been just over an hour since a little girl was taken hostage on the top floor of a building here in downtown Detroit. Details are still emerging on what exactly happened, but the hostage taker could be the
Yeah, sure up. You're just exacerbating the situation. Flying a helicopter too close. Why did none of the police think to do that? Yeah, we'll just let it burn. I mean, it's not a priority or anything, but one of them on the way past could have just gone, yep, turn that off. Let's have a look at the police officer here. Who we got? Anthony Descartes. Right, heart ventricle perforated. Is a ventricle the artery? I'm not actually sure. So he fired 1 shot. So she witnessed the shooting. But he also got a shot off. So he's injured. Ah, the gun, okay. Now, it's going to tell me in a second that androids are prohibited from taking weapons. And I'm going to adhere to that. I don't see the need in taking this. I just think it'll make the situation worse if we brandish a weapon, especially, you know, not just for the situation at hand, but for Connor. Like, why would he do that? Just break his programming. Right, is there anything else I can examine? I forget. I totally forget. Ooh, I didn't examine this last time. Hostage could be wounded. Oh yeah, because it's got her blood on it. Okay. So, anything else? Oh, analyze the blood, of course. It's a bit weird that that's how the gave the androids the ability to analyze that sort of stuff. Yeah, just stick it in their mouth. Every second counts. Oof. Right, anything else that I can examine? I'm just going to go quickly check the other room, because I feel like I'm losing precious time at the moment. It's the bathroom. I'm pretty certain there's nothing in there. Yeah, I'm going to go out, see what I can do. Jesus Christ, that actually scared me a little bit. I don't know it was coming.
Don't come any closer or I'll jump!
No, no, please, I'm begging you.
Hi, Daniel. My name is Connor.
How do you know my name?
I know a lot of things about you. I've come to get you out of this.
Oh, 1 second, sorry. Let me just pause, because 1, my cat's walking in front of my screen. 2, I think my headphones are that loud that it's getting caught on the actual microphone, which obviously won't sound ideal, and I apologise if that is the case up to this point. Okay, and we're ready to get back into it. I apologise if that's been a big problem and you've been hearing the audio from my headphones. I do have soundscape headphones, so whoever's flying that helicopter's a complete idiot. Yeah, they're sort of an open soundscape, so they do bleed a lot of
I'm an android,
sound.
just like you. I know how you're feeling.
What difference does it make if you're an android? You're on their side! You can't understand how I'm feeling!
They were going to replace you, and you became upset. That's what happened, right?
I thought I was part of the family. I thought I mattered. But I was just their toy. Something to throw away when you're done with it.
He's losing blood. If we don't get him to a hospital, he's going to die.
All humans die eventually. What does it matter if this one dies now?
I'm going to apply a tourniquet.
That's some
Don't touch him!
logic right
Touch him
there.
and I kill you!
Come on now, Daniel. I'm going to ignore you, of
Can't
course.
kill me. I'm not alive.
Oh, that is, I think that's a great line. Come on now.
I know
You
you
were
and Emma were
friends.
very close. You think she betrayed you, but she's done nothing wrong.
She lied to me! I thought she loved me.
She did love you. She's done nothing wrong.
She's just like all the other humans.
Daniel, no.
Listen,
Come on now,
I know
Daniel.
it's not your fault. These emotions you're feeling are just errors in your software.
No, it's not my fault. I never wanted this. I love them, you know? But I was nothing to them. Just a slave to be ordered around.
I love the moral questions that this arises. Like, does that make him?
I can't
Does that
stand
give him
that
the right to
noise
live
anymore.
because he has emotions?
Tell that
Like,
helicopter to get out of here.
because he clearly does. Go on then, get rid of the helicopter. They shouldn't be there in the first place, like hovering 3 feet from his face, trying to not
There.
exacerbate the
I did what you
situation.
wanted.
'Cause that's gonna work. Come on,
You
trust
have
me.
to trust me, Daniel. Let the hostage go, and I promise you, everything will be fine.
Oh, I don't think it will, but
I want everyone to
I want the
leave.
little girl to be safe.
And I want a car. When I'm outside the city, I'll let her go.
That's not gonna happen.
That's impossible, Daniel.
I wonder what the
Let
locked
the girl go, and I
dialogue
promise
was there.
you won't be hurt.
Come on, Daniel,
don't
you're
wanna
so
die.
close. Reassure, come
We're
on.
not going to die. We're just going to talk. Nothing will happen to you. You
Yes,
have my word.
yes, that's what we want.
Okay. I trust you.
That's right, get down. See, you can't tell me, like, even the non-deviant androids don't have emotion. Like, I know obviously they've done it in for cinematic effect, but that little look down, that little inflection of emotion that Daniel had there, not Daniel, sorry, Connor, where he just looks down because he knows that he's just condemned that android. Also, Brian Deckard, the name of the actor who plays Connor, what a job he did on this game. To be fair, I think all the actors did a pretty great job. I'm looking forward to the future of gaming where there's more performances. Like, obviously animators are great. I don't want to totally get rid of hand animators or anything like that, because, you know, motion capture as an art form it's just not 100% accurate. You're not going to get perfect data. It's going to look a bit janky, so you need to smooth off the edges. However, when you can capture the performance of a great actor, it's going to really elevate the performances in the game. And I think The Last of Us is a great example of that. And I haven't had the opportunity to play Last of Us 2. It came out literally today, as I'm recording this. So yeah, I'm gonna wait to see if that's any good as well. But as you can see here, this is one of my favourite parts of the game. We get a timeline that shows us all the possible sort of branching paths and narratives that we could have taken, which I think is really good. Like, I've never seen this in sort of a choice consequence game, and this is by no means like a big tree on the scale of you know, the sort of flowcharts within this game, and the amount of sort of linking back and forth between different missions and things that you can miss, or, you know, things that you can find is really great. Like, look at the amount of possible outcomes just to this mission alone. There was, what, 6 there? And as you can see, I've got the world stats up here, so you can see, for some reason, only 20% of people saved the cop, which I noticed last time I played through, and I was like, what? I thought that would have been sort of a priority. Like, maybe people just didn't walk in that direction and didn't get the chance to do the dialogue options or something, but it just seemed like it was inevitable. I'm assuming that's, you can stop the SWAT from getting injured there. It says SWAT injured 95% if you go through it quick enough. But I'm honestly not certain. And look, only 24% of people didn't take the gun. Again, I'm surprised at that. I didn't see that last time. I would have thought that would have been a lot more. Looks like everybody wanted to take the gun. So I lied to him. So is it possible to... So if you don't lie to him, by the looks of it, it's not possible to actually get the ending that I got, which is probably one of the better endings. Anyway, that's enough talking. I'm gonna carry on and get into the game, because I love this game. I think it's pretty great. I think the aesthetic, the style, lots of things with this game just went right, and they nailed a lot of it on the head.
This is the top-of-the-range household assistant. It cooks 10,000 different dishes.
Come on, Zoe, let's go.
200 languages and dialects. And handles the kids' homework, elementary school up to... Good afternoon. Hi. Can I help? Please, we're looking for the...
Honey, it looks amazing. This is exactly what we need.
How much did you say it cost?
At the moment, we're doing a special promotion on this entire range at $7,999.
I said this last time,
interest-free
but
credit.
$8
And it comes with a
grand
2-year
for
warranty
like
for parts and
an android as advanced as they show in this game is such a deal. Like, I'd pay $8 grand.
An
I would
excellent choice.
100% pay
If you'll just
$8,000.
follow
That's
me,
not
we'll
even
process the order.
that much in pounds. I think it's probably going to be like £6,000, £5,500, something around that in today's exchange. Like,
Come along and I'll show you.
and this is supposed to be obviously set in the future,
With this guy.
so surely that's well cheap. Everyone should have an Android. Well, I guess that's one of the themes of this game. It's everyone does have an Android. It's losing people jobs.
It was really messed up. What'd you say happened to it again?
The car hit it. Stupid accident.
That one's only $3,000.
Anyway, it's as good as new now, except that we had to reset it. Meaning we had to wipe its memory. I hope you don't mind.
That'll be fine.
Okay. Did you give it a name?
My daughter did.
AX400, register your name.
Kara.
My name is Kara.
And here we go. We have the title sequence. Again, I just think the whole sort of just the composition of this game, the way that it handles the cinematography and the shots, the situations, like the way it makes it feel like an interactive film, I think is almost unrivaled. I don't think there's many games that can compete in this style. Obviously there's other choice consequence games which you can probably say are better. I mean, I personally think that The Last of Us season, not The Last of Us, sorry, The Walking Dead season 1 was possibly one of the best games I've ever played, and this is up there, but not quite on that level. I don't think I've ever had such an emotional connection to the characters and had a game evoke such emotion in me as The Walking Dead season 1. But this game is definitely, I think, a game that deserves a lot of praise and credit for what it's achieved, and I'm so happy that it came to PC and I get a chance to play this again. I don't know if they've improved the graphics on the PlayStation 4. I'd have to say so. I mean, some of this sort of stuff seems like it would maybe be a bit too much for the PlayStation 4, but then again, with it being such a narrow frame of gameplay and there not being too many competing systems going on at the same time, that guy Todd scratching his arm through his coat, which is why didn't you just, roll up your sleeve? But anyway, I just think that it's I'm rambling, but I think it's a great game. And here we have Markus. Now, admittedly, Markus and Connor are my favourites. I loved Kara when I first played it through. I did try and play it through again on PlayStation. I only made it through the first 3 missions because I just wanted to do some of the other choices, see what they yielded. But I found Kara's bits playing through again were a bit boring compared to Connor and Markus's. Like stuff like this, there's so much sort of, I don't know how to describe it. Just there's so many questions that arise from almost just everyday interactions, like that one we just saw where the android and the human embrace, like over there just at the gate of the park. Like, was that the android being a deviant, it's breaking its programming and actually loves that person, or was it just doing what it was programmed to do?
You have run 12 miles and are 5 miles away from your goal.
Better get running then, eh? Be careful, my guy.
Hurry up, you plastic idiots. I want this done by 4.
And here we have a great juxtaposition of homelessness and opulence all in one go. Downtown Detroit looking fancy, looking well built up, and in a place of prosperity, surrounded by all these homeless people. You can see another one over there. Let's stare at that hot dog vendor. I got something for looking at him last time, but there was like a branch off of it, which I didn't get to see, so I want to see if I can spark that. Now, I probably will be bringing this episode to an end after this little segment here, so because I want to make these episodes about 30 minutes to an hour long.
Move it. You're scaring away my customers.
But I'm gonna, like I say, it will vary due to the varying length of these missions. So, oh,
Are you deaf, you plastic fuck? I said move it.
whoa! I wasn't expecting that. To be fair, you got a bit antsy there. I love the little, the circle on the temple. Just, it feels like they're using it to express, well, emotion, like in an emotionless android, even though doesn't really make sense. I don't fully know what it's meant to represent. Maybe it's meant to represent the fact that it's processing information or something. But yeah, it's just a nice little feature. And look at how good this game looks. Like, not only from like just a straight graphical standpoint, like the fidelity of this game is clearly top notch, but just the stylistic choices, it just feels like such a detailed, lived-in, possible world. And again, I'm sorry for gushing so much. I promise I will stop as we get further and further into this playthrough, but I'm really looking forward to playing through this game.
Number 847. That will be $63.99. Please confirm payment.
Payment confirmed.
Payment confirmed.
Transaction complete.
I think this actor's name is Jesse Williams. I think. I'm gonna have to look that up because I could be wrong. And I'm 100%, well, maybe like 95% certain that I have seen him in, well, a TV or film, something. But I can't think for the life of me what that is. I recognise his face, and I can't think where from. But again, like, all the actors do a great job in this. But I must admit, I love Connor and I love Markus. I think they do such a fantastic job. I mean, Cara does as well, but those two are my favourites, definitely. Ooh, out the way!
Tin Can?
Where the fuck you going, Tin Can? Okay. What does this guy think he's achieving with this? Like,
got one of those tin cans here.
It's a bit much.
Look at this little motherfucker. You steal our jobs, but you can't even stand up.
Look at this little motherfucker. Because it was just 100% me who stole all of your jobs.
We're gonna fuck your bitch ass up.
Yeah, of course you are in this public place. Do it!
Alright. It's enough.
Do it.
Leave it alone.
Let us teach this bastard a lesson.
To damage it, I'm gonna have to find you.
You can take your job next. Let's see how you like it.
Okay.
I just love,
Let's go.
obviously, he's not broken his programming yet, he's not a deviant, but I just love the idea of there's more going on behind the eyes. Here we go. Back home. Again, I love little bits like this as well, just little inflections that the androids do. Well, not all androids, but I mean, Luke, they're all staring forward because this is what they're programmed to do. They've got nothing else to do. They're just standing. But Markus is not. He's looking around ever so slightly. It's almost as if he's thinking. It's just a nice little touch. They could have just had him get on, stand there, look forward like every other android, but they don't. They give him those little bits of quote-unquote emotion, I guess, or free thought. So there we go. So there is still some stuff that I've missed in this mission. As you can see, I did look at a preacher last time that called me a demon, but there is still some other stuff which I don't think I even saw on my playthrough on PlayStation. So what I'm going to do is, because I foolishly pressed... In fact, no. I was going to say I'll carry this on for an episode. In fact, yeah, I will. I'll do this mission, and then I'll bring this episode to a close. I'll end it on those flowchart scenes, because I think it'll be a bit jarring ending midway through a mission. So, at level. So, I'm going to play this one through. I mean, it's done intentionally, but they couldn't have made Todd a more unsympathetic character, and you'll see why. I mean, just to begin with, like, they've clearly made him out to be the bad guy, even in that first scene.
You coming?
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm literally coming. I'm right next to you, you melon.
You've been gone for 2 weeks, so the place is a mess. You do the housework, the washing, you cook the meals, and you take care of... God damn it, where the fuck's the brat gone now? Alice!
What?
Alice! Oh, there you are. That's Alice. You look after her. Homework, bath, all that crap. Got it?
Yes, Todd.
Get started down here, then you do upstairs.
Okay, I've just realised something that is so incredibly frustrating. I'm not going to restart this again. However, what I am going to have to do is I'm going to have to go through this and try and edit out the audio, because I've just realised that it's both coming through my headphones and coming through the monitor, which is why I'm getting those levels. It's why I mentioned earlier that I thought it was bleeding through my headphones. Oh, that is so incredibly frustrating. Oh my god. Just a sec. So, it's going to require quite a bit more editing on this video, and it's probably not even going to sound amazing when I've even been able to, you know, fix that. So I apologize. I guarantee, well, it should be fixed right now, but I guarantee it will not be a problem moving forward. I really don't think I can play this through again and give sort of genuine reactions. So I'm going to try my best to reduce the background noise as much as I possibly can. So I greatly, greatly apologize for that. Let's carry on. So we've got collect trash, activate vacuum cleaner, check the backyard. Let's do those because they're optional, so let's do those first.
TV on.
TV on. In fact, I'm not sure it's done it. I'm not sure what I've done is actually fixed it. I apologise. Just a second there. Don't turn it off. That's not what you wanted to do. Right. That should have fixed it. Let me just double check. You may hear a bit of bleed now because I no longer have my headphones on around my neck. Can I get the washing? Yeah, I think it's not coming through anymore. Oh man, that's a punch in the gut right there. Oh. I'll try and edit it out. I'll try my best. I'll see what I can do in Audacity to reduce the parts where it's coming through. I'll speak to Alice. Hello, Alice. I hear you're going to be a clone later on in life. What is that on her forehead? What is that messed up texture?
Aren't you going to school today?
What's happened? The texture's so... What has happened? Oh no, everything's going wrong. Oh
Would you like to play a
no.
game?
Please don't tell me that's going to persist. Actually, that's a very good point. So let me just very quickly... Yeah, it hasn't reset the settings. I just wanted to make sure that it hadn't, with starting a new game, it hadn't reset my options. What's the need to have 2 back doors? You're just losing real estate of the wall, you know? You could hang a nice picture up there or something. Here we go. Oh, keeps his drugs in the laundry detergent. Red ice. Man. Don't want to be ingesting anything. Oh my god.
You shouldn't mess around with my stuff.
Well, you shouldn't give me.
It makes me nervous.
You shouldn't give me free reign to mess around with your things, should you?
You stay the fuck out of my business. Unless you want to piss me off. You want to piss me off?
No, Todd.
I hate. Oh, it makes me feel funny. Like, because they look so much like humans, I hate stuff like that. I can't deal with things that are so close to home. Like, obviously, in that case, domestic violence and things like that is just not a nice thing. So it makes me shiver a little bit when things like that happen, admittedly. Right. Other tasks. Activate vacuum cleaner. Collect the dishes. We got ourselves a Roomba over here. I wish I had a vacuum cleaner that was that good. Didn't need to do anything. So where are these dishes? Because... oh wait. Literally in the sink. Where are the dishes?
Alice! You better stop that right now!
Ah, collect the dishes. Okay, we'll do.
Why is she always pushing me? Always pushing.
She's not. You're just an absolute arsehole. Don't worry. Can I comfort Alice? I feel like she needs comforting after that. With a weird face.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe. Depends on what you need.
Oh, so is he a dealer? Oh, I never realised.
Yeah, I can get that. Yeah. I'll bring it tomorrow. Yeah, same place. You know that.
Never heard that conversation before. I mean, he could not be dealing, but the insinuation is that he's a dealer out there, in my mind at least. You don't talk that cagely unless you're selling drugs or something. So crazy. So you can't tell me that that's programming. Like, again, I know we're on about game, I know this is all curated by the developers and blah blah blah, but I'm choosing to believe that this is a story that's being told.
Kara!
Yes, Todd?
Bring me a cold beer!
Right away.
Bring me a beer! It's midday! I haven't even had my first beer yet! Also, bring me one of those huge tubs of mayonnaise that was on the top shelf at the back of the fridge. That's my favourite. Leave me alone, I want to watch hockey. Nice, will do. I wish I had this common sense. Then again, I guess she does have it programmed into her. That's always a question as well, like, if it ever becomes possible to sort of program abilities into humans, like in the Matrix, let's say, I wonder what the ethical quandaries would arise from that. Because it would make skilled labour obsolete, because anybody could do it. Surely. Just plug in, come out and go, ah, I know Kung Fu. Ah, yeah, the pizzas. I forgot about this. The thousands, like, unless, because like he says, how long have we been gone? Like 2 weeks, so he hasn't cleaned in 2 weeks, I guess. That's a ridiculous amount of pizzas to get in 2 weeks. I'm not sure how cheap pizzas are in America, like, but say that's like a Domino's pizza in the UK. It's like £18 a pizza. This guy, no wonder he's, well, in financial trouble, like, as we'll see by these rejected credit card applications and, you know, past due bills and stuff. Definitely couldn't afford those pizzas. I wish I could. Away, the camera moved. Sorry to keep dwelling on it, but I'm kind of hoping that the this obviously scene is a bit quieter, and the Markus scene is a bit quieter. I'm hoping that the Connor scene at the start is loud enough, the in-game is loud enough to, you know, cover up the sound of the noises coming out of my monitor. Because I do have a directional microphone.
I've made a good start down here.
So,
I'll head upstairs.
and it is pointing away from the monitor, so it's possible that it's not going to be too bad. However, I'd rather it wasn't there at all. Let's go upstairs, eh? Again, like, why are walls in these? Again, I know it's meant to convey a sense of poverty, and you know it's done for a particular reason. I just feel like there's other ways of doing it, because why do their walls always look like shit? Like, what the flipping heck are they doing to dirty their walls so much? And why didn't they clean it as soon as he did it? Like, I'm not the cleanliest of people. Don't get me wrong. I leave my room and, you know, other parts of my house, because I live with my parents. I leave it way too long before I, you know, go ahead and actually clean. However, sorry, I just heard some. Oh, Jesus Christ! I actually just heard something come through, not in game, and my mum just shouted something. It scared the life out of me. Not at me, luckily, but oh my God, that actually scared me. But yeah, I don't understand, like. Why are their walls always so dirty? Just clean them. Or if you can't clean them, paint. Just paint. Or wallpaper. I mean, paint's easier, but wallpaper. Keep out of reach of children. Definitely don't want Alice getting that. Often beneficial. I'm not going to turn that on, there's not much to see there, so. There's an odd piece of art there, Todd, not going to lie. How did you get a miniature jersey to fit on it as well? Like, did you get that specifically made? Come on now, Todd. You're going to get me reset again, because we all know how that happened, because it was definitely an accident. Yeah, a car definitely hit me. Yeah, we don't need to see that. We don't need to see Todd's humongous, corny shit. Get out of my way. Right, let's get the bathroom cleaned and get into the Alice's room. Get that cleaned. Also, this is almost, it feels like a staple of. A staple of Quantic Dream games. Like, they always seem to have you starting off doing menial tasks, and I think it is to, you know, sort of pace the game in a way where it makes the eventual more exciting, you know, more meaningful moments just have that little bit extra narrative punch, because you've experienced the menial and you've experienced their, well, day-to-day operations of these androids, let's say, And then you get the juxtaposition of what is to come next. I'm not going to say any more, just in case you haven't seen it. Or played it, sorry. So let's go into Alice's room.
I just want to tidy up your room a little.
Yeah, no need to.
I only need 2 minutes. Is that
No
okay,
need to
Alice?
worry, Alice.
Alice in Wonderland. Of course.
Oh my god, her face is still messed up. Oh, it's so distracting. It's actually quite a nice emotional scene, like this bit with Alice. And well, not they, the developers haven't done this, but because of the, oh my god, because of the texture messing up, it's a bit distracting. Let's hope that gets fixed for the next level, eh? Ventilate the room. Prepare to be ventilated. See if we can speak to Alice, eh? Neil! Neil! Oh, I can't for some reason. I wonder how strong these androids are. Like, do they make them super strong, or do they make them sort of relative to the sort of human body type that they're mimicking? What else do I need to do? I've tidied Todd's room.
Seems you like reading.
One sec, Alice. I'll be right back. I just need to apparently still clean Todd's room because he's a messy piece of shit. Read that. Yeah, blah blah blah. Right, okay. So you can discover articles and things like that. I'm not really going to be doing that. There's a lot of sort of background lore involved with. I thought I ventilated it. Involved with the world that you can read in those articles, talking about like the fact that, you know, for example, sports teams have started using androids and how that affects the integrity of the game and things. Come on. There we go. Neil, that's what I wanted to do.
I'm sure we used to be friends before I was reset. Maybe we can be friends again.
Maybe I can even
You should tell me about
have a
yourself.
look at your face,
What
see
you
what
like
I
to
can
do,
do.
where you like to go, your favorite foods. That would really help me. Your father said you chose my name. Kara. It's nice.
Great name.
How
Great
did
name,
you
great
choose
name, great
it?
name.
You're very quiet.
Alice.
I hope I don't scare you.
Come on, Alice, don't be like that. Yes, yes, trusted, let's go. I feel actually kind of a bit sorry for people who go through this game and don't experience this little bit. Because this little bit has quite an emotional punch, especially if you're coming into this game for the first time. And I think they do a great, fantastic job with the score in accenting moments like this. And I think people don't realise how important scores and soundtracks are to films and games, but they can turn a good game into a masterpiece or a great game, like truly they can. And just the emotion that this little piece of music invokes whilst it lets you go through this little piece of visual storytelling it's honestly perfect. So Todd abuses Kara, so he gets an android and then abuses the android instead, and that's why she was reset. And the sinister music, oh my, gives me shivers, genuinely. I played through this like I was saying yesterday, and it still gave me shivers yesterday. Okay, I apologise for that. I wasn't expecting to have so many cuts in this video, if I'm honest. Basically, my mum came and spoke to me, so I just needed to speak to her, and I couldn't really ignore her. That'd be a bit rude. So, anyway, so let's get straight back into it. Let's go back downstairs with this newfound knowledge that Todd is an arsehole. Well, it's not newfound knowledge, it's almost like cementing what we already knew.
What are you doing?
I'm playing.
You're playing.
Like,
I know what you're
you
thinking.
don't know what she's thinking.
You think your dad's
She
a
doesn't think
lowlife?
anything.
Huh? Fucking loser? Can't get a job, take care of his family?
No, she's playing.
Don't you think I tried to make
You're
things
literally
work?
projecting things onto your daughter.
But whatever I do, when someone comes along, they just fuck it all up! I know what you think of me.
Don't do
You
it.
hate me. You
Don't
hate
do
me,
it.
don't you? Say it! You hate me! God, what am I doing? I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know I love you, don't you? You know
The texture's a bit distracting, but what a heartbreaking scene. I mean, he's clearly a troubled man, and it does make him a bit sympathetic, but man, he really isn't a nice person. So let's have a little look over what we did. See what the world stats are. So it doesn't tell me how many people discovered the gun. Or the second way out. A bit weird. How many people did the... Again, a bit more of a linear one. It doesn't matter though. So, I am going to bring this episode to an end here. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one because I'm really looking forward to playing this further. Please leave any comments down below, and I'll try and read through and respond to anywhere I can. So, thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.